Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And that fixing it together part includes strategy, includes execution, and includes warning Republicans when they are walking into a tiger trap and they don't even see it coming. The left, the gun controllers, March for Our Lives, Givers.org, the media, they are a tiger ready to pounce on these people, and they're just walking haplessly through the forest around the gun control legislation stuff happening in Tennessee. This is crucial. If you're in Tennessee, if you're a legislator from Tennessee, if you are a legislator in another state who knows someone in Tennessee, get them on the horn and tell them to change course immediately, because this is going to affect the rest of us nationally. If you don't believe me, if you do believe me, let me know what you guys think in the comments field below, but this is Strategy 101, and the Republicans and the gun right side is failing hard right now because they are, it's rough. Now, of course, everything that I'm about to cover is linked in the description box below per usual. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on, because this is something that is so crucial in passing our rights on, outsmarting the gun controllers on the left when they're laying obvious traps. In fact, this is an excellent reason why I use Ground News and I partner with them. It's a website and an app. When I'm doing my research, it's one of the first places that I check because it gives information just like what I'm about to show you. For example, the article that I'm going to cover, GOP-led Tennessee legislator orders removal of public from gun control hearing. Now, that's from Leaning Left with Mixed Factuality, and that's the ranking on PBS NewsHour. But now, look at what's happening, and this is key when you see the biased distribution. This entire story is getting covered over the last few hours, like maybe hour and a half. 12 stories, 40% are the left and 40% are center. Do you see how it's skewed to the left? This is being set up as a weapon against gun rights. You don't believe me? You'd think this is just Tennessee. Look what else Ground News has to offer. It shows you where it's being covered. That little United States, whole North America whole situation, this is going everywhere, and the left is using it for gun control purposes everywhere. Now, let's get going. By all means, make sure you check them out in the description box below. There's a 30% off discount by hitting ground.news/Langley. It's like $5 a month, but this is how we fight and we win. All right, so let's get into this because this is really crucial. So the war of optics, the left is excellent at. For example, what I'm about to show you, I'm showing you right now, is the GOP-led Tennessee legislator orders removal of public from gun control hearings. So what that image says is the police, the strong arms, the brown shirts are coming in and removal someone who's just protesting gun violence. Now, they're not going to tell you that they were being disruptive. They were completely interrupting the entire hearing. They were warned multiple times. They don't tell you any of that. All they're going to tell you is, look at this image. She's just trying to make a difference for common sense gun safety. And Republicans in Tennessee they're wielding their power for order, and it's being misinterpreted against them. There's a reason that March for Our Lives, Giffords.org, Every Town for Gun Safety, all the national gun control groups are descending upon Tennessee with no chance of getting what they want. There's a reason. Now, let me show you another example of what I'm talking about. These two were expelled legislators earlier in this year in Tennessee, and they were just reelected, both Justins. They were just there for a photo op at the White House. The White House is utilizing these. This is national. This is not Tennessee. If you are a Republican legislature anywhere, you've got to understand that what we're doing is a war of optics, and they are setting you up to get your butt kicked. There's a reason that they call the special session. There's a reason that they get all the protesters there. There is a reason. It's because the media and their acolytes in the gun control area are going to use this against us nationally. Let's continue. Nashville, Tennessee. This is from the AP. Families close to a Nashville fatal school shooting broke down in tears Tuesday after a Tennessee Republican leader ordered state troopers to remove them and others from a legislative hearing room while they waited to testify in favor of gun control measures. You know, you don't really hear the whole part about them being disruptive. In fact, both of the Justins, the legislators that were just at the White House, they had bullhorns on the floor of the Tennessee legislature to get attention. The Tennessee legislator expelled them, walked right into the trap, and now they are reelected for life. They're now heroes. They've gone to the White House, and they're going to be gun control advocates forever. That's because the order, the desire to wield that order, has created martyrs, and you've created imagery. Imagery is what the left uses to completely dismantle the points opposing them. They don't have the points and the support, and they don't have the actual facts. They have emotion and images, and a picture is worth 1,000 words. But let's continue. I got more for you. The emotional scene was just one of the several chaotic moments that erupted during the second day of Tennessee's special legislative session. Republican Governor Bill Lee initially called lawmakers back to the Capitol to consider his proposal to keep firearms away from dangerous people. Don't mention the whole part about infringing upon their rights. No due process, nothing. Quote, "I was supposed to speak. I was supposed to testify," said Sarah Shoup Newman, sobbing and shaking in front of the silent GOP-controlled House subcommittee room, which was cleared out after some clapping from the public gallery, even though she sat quietly and wasn't holding any signs. You know what else they didn't tell you? They didn't tell you she was allowed right back in to testify. They cleared the room because people were being disruptive. But again, they're not going to tell you that. The media will never tell you that. Republicans, you're being set up to look like the bad guys in an election year, particularly around gun control in a state that they have no prayer of getting red flag laws. There's a reason that they're doing this. I'm trying to drive this point home. This is strategy 101. The left is not stupid. They are wrong, but they are not stupid. Got one more thing for you, and this kind of proves the point of it's pointless. However, Lee's bill has been all but defeated by the Republican supermajority, where legislative leaders have largely refused to consider the issue. Without any debate, 3 variations of similar proposals for so-called extreme risk protection orders, or ERPOs, carried by Democratic Representative Bob Freeman of Nashville, immediately failed Tuesday in the same House subcommittee where the public was kicked out. You see how uncaring they are. They first kick everybody out of the public hearing room, and then they kill the extreme risk protection order bills. You're walking into a public nightmare, into a public perception nightmare. They're not going to lose Tennessee. They're not going to get extreme risk protection orders. This entire thing is a fool's errand, and to be honest, it's been quite a flustercluck. I did that on purpose. But what they're doing is they are using the imagery from this, the protests from this, to make the GOP, to make gun rights advocates, and to make gun-supporting candidates fearful, because they're about to make this all about the imagery, not about the content. Don't let them do that. And this is the biggest warning I've ever given a legislature. I can see this coming a mile away, and please take heed of this. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Am I onto something? Am I completely in left field and I'm just being hyperbolic? Or, you know what? I just look forward to the comments in the field below. I'll see you on the next one.